Hi everybody, I was just going to do you a Sanifloor yearly review, tell you about what problems I've had right through the year. Right, let's go back. If you remember at the start when I fitted the Sanifloor, the sender unit in there wouldn't talk to the pump in here wirelessly. So I called it out under warranty, and the man come and changed the circuit board in the Sanifloor pump itself. Now, virtually exactly a year on, I think it was probably just a week over, all of a sudden the float switch in the sender unit stopped sending to the control board in the pump. So I called him out again. I was thinking it might be the battery had gone in the wireless unit in here. The chap said the battery that's in there should last you under heavy use at least 5 years. So he said it won't be that battery, it will be the control board in here. And he was dead right. The bloke came out and he said something's blown in the control board in there. Took him 5 seconds to change it, and there it was, off running again. Now what I didn't realise, because when the chap turned up, on the back of the unit on the other side there's a little button. If you press that, it overrides the control board to test the pump. So that is something to remember if you have any problems. But mine didn't work. When he took it off, the 2 contacts on the back of the control board, there was such a massive blob of solder on there that the switch was shorting itself out. So we fixed that while he was here, and off we went. And now the day later, this thing kept activating, and I couldn't think what it was. And let me show you what it is. Now, what you've got in, if you fit this up properly, you should have a head of water, so it keeps the pump primed all the time. So it'll only pump up to there, then it runs over the top down out your waste pipe, and this bit should be full of water all the time. So when it turns off, it'll have a head of water in here. So what I think was happening is, you know that brown grey soaked sludge crap you get? When you pull this out, yeah, just pops straight out. You can see the sludge that's left in there. I've just cleaned the shower base, so that's full of shit. Down the side here is like a little, I take it out, it's like a tongue. Now that is your non-return valve, and just the water pressure squashes that and it stops the water going back through. But I think what was happening is the sludge had got inside that. I had cleaned this all out, got all the sludge out of it, and it had got in between there on the valve, so a bit of water was seeping back through, filling the trap up, activating the pump. And that was shooting the water back through, and obviously operating the float switch. Now if you've had someone fit this and you don't know anything about it, what you've got in here is, if you can see, let me try and point to it, if I can balance it. Right, let me point to it with my thumb. That little thing at the bottom there, that is a float switch, and the water just makes that go up. Activates the pump, pumps the water out. So you need to periodically take that out, clean all that crap out of there, get that little thing out of there, clean the sludge out of there. It's not very nice. Everyone has this brown sludge. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just the crap that drops out of the water.
Also, you need to take this out and clean it. The only problems I've really had is the soap drying on this gauze, and it's so fine that you're standing in the shower and you don't notice it really, and all of a sudden you realise the shower base is filling up. And if you just pump your foot on the top of this, it pumps a bit of water through, and off you go again. So you need to clean that out periodically with a toothbrush. Now the trick of getting this out is because once you push it right in tight, you can't get the bloody thing back out again. In hindsight, I would say it's all right for me, but you need to have your outlet trap either in the corner, not in the middle. It's all right for me when I'm standing here, but if you remember, I've got a disabled son. He stood on this the first day I put it in and he snapped one of those lugs off. It's not very robust. But the way to get this out is a pencil. Just pop it up. I was getting it out using that stem that's on there. And suddenly I thought to myself the other day when I couldn't get the bloody thing out, just stick a pencil in there and just gently pop it out, and then off she goes. I think it goes that way up. No, it goes that way up, that's right. There's a bit of cat hair in here. Anyway, so that was just a yearly review. I've had no other problems with it at all. You get used to the gulping sound. When the engineer came, he said the other gulp pump, which is on the market, is really, really noisy. Because I said to him, because this is wireless and I've had 2 problems, he said, you're very unlucky to have 1 problem, let alone 2. And I said, oh, was the old system better with a wire in here? He said, no, because that had a funny diaphragm thing in the trap. And there was endless problems with that. And he said, more often than not, when people did the installation, they didn't dig the little trench deep enough. And when they were putting the tray in, it was squashing the pipe. And that was causing problems. So installation, he said, if you've got a nice deep trench to run your pipes in, he said that's the best way of doing it. And this wireless system is much better than the old one. By the way, that battery that is in there, you cannot change it yourself. You have to buy a new circuit board. I don't know how much they are yet. But apart from that, no problems whatsoever. Let me just do you a little shot of when you phone up the warranty centre, these are the people that come and fix it for you. You can phone them directly. Sunny Solutions. The only thing is you need to try and do these little checks beforehand, because if the problem isn't a warranty problem, there's quite a big call-out charge, because it's obviously it's not their fault. Anyway, any questions about the Sanifloor, let me know. Subscribe if you like. Okay, bye.